Adventure Box Max, Animals and Disaster. Ayaw niya yung ito. Ito na lang. Where I cannot read here. There's no story here, Helene. Oh, it's here. Animal is distress. During a birthday party, Maxine is horrified to see how Sweetie, a little mouse, is treated. And when she overhears a suspicious conversation in a pet shop where rodents are sold, she decides to investigate. Sweetie, my parents dropped me off at my friend Lola's house at 2:20 p.m. I smile as I push open the gate surrounded with yellow balloons which Lola has decorated with eyes and mouths, smiley style. All the other guests, practically our whole class, are already there standing around a big table in the garden. Someone cries out, "Ah, there's Maxine at last." Lola runs to meet me and gives me a big hug the way she usually does. I was beginning to think that you were not coming. Of course I was, but we had to take my grandparents to the train station. After their week with us, their train was late. So don't worry. The main thing is that you're here because celebrating my birthday without you. Impossible. I bent to take my present for her from my bag. Boo! I barely have to recognize Tommy deep voice when an unidentified object is thrust in my face and it brushes against the tip of my nose. I scream as I jump backwards. Laughter breaks out while in my chest. My heart beats faster than the wall drumming of a rock group. Lola stares at me quizzically. "It's okay, Maxine. It's just a mouse. It's not going to eat you." She takes the cause of my fright from Tommy hands. Gray all over except for a pink nose and feet, tiny round black eyes. A mouse, there's no doubt about it. Ha ha! Maxine is scared of a mouse, sneers Sally behind my back. "I'm not afraid of mice," I protest. "I was just surprised because I didn't realize right away what was being shoved in my face." I looked down at the house curled up in Lola's palm. It seems lost and terrified. I bugged my parents so much that they ended up agreeing to let me have a pet. My friend rejoices. "We went to get my house from Animal World last night. I named her Sweetie. It's not too cute." Yes, she's cute, but above all, she's trembling with fear. "Would you like to hold here?" I declined, not seeing the point of traumatizing Sweetie even more. Charlotte has no misgiving thought. "I like to hold her," she volunteers. Neither do Paul and Leah. Me too, after they say Lola passes her house to Charlotte. I seized the opportunity to give Lola the four-leaf clover brooch that I bought her. "Oh, it's gorgeous. Thanks, Maxine." But Sweetie outshined all the other gifts. She absorbed all our attention, even though she happily do without it. I feel sorry for her, looking terrified and making shrill cries as she travels from person to person. Paul forces her to climb up his arm. Then Nolan places her on top of his head, like a hat. Lola doesn't protest. She laughs along with the others. It's the first time that I see this side of her. I don't much like it, and feel disappointed by her. Only Akim, her neighbor who is in the year above us at school, stands to one side. He doesn't seem to find this funny, but he doesn't stay for long as he has to go and attend a wedding. I imagine myself in the position of Rodley Handle Mouse. I can feel her panic. My heart tightens as I see her own minuscule heart thumping hard and fast in fits and starts, making ripples in her gray fur. I shout out to tell the others to leave her alone. No one listened to me. Sweetie is given a brief rest during tea time. Exhausted by all the stress, she falls asleep in one corner of her cage where she has been hastily locked up while everyone rushed to the chocolate cake and sweets. But as soon as they eaten enough, Paul, Tommy, and Nolan and Sally hurried to wake up Sweetie, making fun of her as she has trouble opening her little eyes and standing steadily. Paul wants to force her to eat a bit of gummy bear. The mouse struggles to free herself. This time it's going too far. Stop it! Why? Tommy sniggers. She has the right to enjoy treats like us. Mice cannot eat sweets. What would you say if you were forced to swallow dog biscuits? That's not the same. Yes, it is. She's living being who is suffering. Does it seem right? Seeing how small she is compared to you, to keep embothering her 3 or 4 at a time. Do you think you're so smart and strong? We're just having fun, Lola mumbles. And do you think your mouse is having fun too? Do you think she looks happy and peaceful there? An animal that doesn't feel anything when we heard it is called a plush toy. And Sweetie isn't a flash toy. Yada yada. Paul giggles. These creatures have no brains. They have more brains than certain people, it seems. I retort, feeling furious. I want to take the mouse from him, but it refuses to let her go. I understand that nothing I say or do will do any good, but as I cannot stand any more of it, I decided to go. I leave Lola's birthday party in a hurry. In the evening, I tried to convince myself that after the party, Sweetie would have been left to rest and get used to her new home. Plus, I know Lola. That afternoon, she let herself get influenced by the others, but she's not a cruel person. She loved and take care of her mouse. Part 2: The Animal World. Monday, I leave for school with a knot in my tummy, but despite my fears, no one makes fun of me. None of my classmates at the party on Saturday aims insults my way. They seem to have forgotten about it already. But Lola is another story. Leaning against the wall of the schoolyard and digging her hands in her pockets, she keeps her eyes fixed on her trainers. When I say hello in the deliberately neutral tone, she mutters a hi that is so weak that I barely hear her. During the morning break, our silence stays unbroken throughout. She wanders around the yard chatting with Leia while I sit on a bench with Manon. But during lunchtime at the canteen, we find ourselves sitting up opposite one another at our usual table. Starter, lentil salad. We take care to avoid looking at one another. Main dish, fish, green beans, and rice. Does Lola really intend to chew on her beans one by one? The situation becomes so ridiculous that I can no longer contain myself and say to her, Lola, let's make peace, shall we? The expression on her face says, I like to, but there's no way I'm going to say yes so fast. Let's talk, let's talk at least. Okay, we wait until we're out of the canteen, and it's endless then. Look, I start. I admit that it was not nice of me to leave you party the way I did. Lolly looks into my eyes for an instant before lowering them pitifully. You were right, she says. I should have stopped the others from messing around with Sweetie. Well, that's for sure. I was caught up in the party mood and I didn't realize. Bingo, that was precisely the problem. But I see that she has thought about it and that is truly sorry. You can be sure that from now on I protect and cherish my darling little mouse. And there I can recognize my lovely friend, and I believe her. The big rift between us is over. On Wednesday, she continues, I'm going to the pet shop to get her some treats. Want to come with me? After you could stop by my place to see her. Sure. Wednesday, Lola comes by my place at 4 p.m. I never been to Animal World before. My friend lets me straight to the rodents section. It's so warm in there that it's hard to breathe. There are so many people around, so much noise. Mice, hamster, and guinea pigs and dwarf rabbits are displayed in glass cage. I feel sorry for them. They look frightened of the children, and even some adults who speak loudly and tap on the glass walls. While Lola lingers at the treat display, I take a good look all around. When animals are sold, they are placed in cardboard boxes barely bigger than themselves, pierced with holes for them to breathe. I can imagine their terror at finding themselves prisoners in such a small space. A level with the price is then stuck on the box, as if it contained no more than a kilo of apples. I soften up at the sight of the little girl who has just bought a hamster, preferring to carry the animal in her hands rather than shouting it up in a box. She strokes it and speaks to it affectionately, but my attention is suddenly drawn by an incident at the next cage. A boy aged about 10 years old is whinnying loudly. He wants a black and white guinea pig, but there aren't any. His parent urged him to choose a different color animal. Look at that brown one. He's adorable. But their son won't give in. He wants a black and white guinea pig. He talks about it as if it were a ball or toy car. A young salesman intervenes. We have some guinea pigs arriving tomorrow. You're sure to find one you're after. What time will you get them? And Bad Temper Boy grumbles. 7:30 a.m. But the store opens at 9 a.m. I be at school. The boy's mother loses patience and makes a decision. Well, come back tomorrow evening. You can wait one day, cannot you? I cannot help wondering what kind of life the guinea pig that goes home with them will have. After the boy and his parents leave, the salesman is joined by a female colleague. Are you sure that rodents are being delivered tomorrow? She asks. Yes, but who knows what state they arrive in? What does he mean by that? I intrigued. I prick up my ears, but the two salespersons have already been approached by other customers. My little sweetie is in for a real feast, Lola exclaimed, waving a packet of multicolored granules at me. Those things must be full of chemicals. I doubt that they do much good for rodent health. My friend smiles blissfully. None of the goings on around us bothers her. After we leave the store, we got straight to her place, even if Sweetie is less scared than on Saturday. She still jumps nervously and runs from one side of the cage to other. This strikes me as not very normal behavior. My friend opens the packet of granules and gives her pet a few. The mouse devours them hungrily. Lola is so happy that I decide not to tell her what I found disturbing at Anima World. The end, chapter 3.